So I just go and do something and that, because yeah, I'm starting to. Whether I'm just looking around things and doing bits and pieces or whatever. 30 minutes before the race, but 15 minutes before practice. Yeah, 13 minutes. So I'm setting up now and everything like that, so yeah. On you. Let your colours shine, and you did in that race. Now I'm going to ask you, is the ring scary now? You thought it was. Well, it's not. Shine. Just let me ready when you want to take it. I'll get it all over in a minute for you. Right. Just give me time to link it out. Right. Yep, I'm just sending you the invitation. That's there, right? The page over. Excuse me, sorry. Ooh. Pollen from lavender next door. This. Yep. Yep. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm over there on the screen ready for entry, right? Just chill out. Someone's time. Oh, no. Boys won't understand it. So I have music going, so I chill to that. Don't get uptight when anyone's coming in the stream or I say anything. Because I'm in the zone and I just keep doing what I'm doing and talk and answer when I can. Especially when doing something like this. This, you don't talk, you gotta concentrate. The ring is utter concentration, and yeah, it's demanding as well, mentally and physically. That's why a lot of people have trouble with the ring, how demanding it is. Mentally and physically. More mental at times until you master it. Well, you did that beautifully. You're welcome. But yeah, you got to treat her well, and she'll look after you like she did you this time, right? You got to know when to back off, how soon to back off, so you can glide it. So you're not always swinging out and hitting the rail. In those couple of areas where you had a lot of trouble, always do, you do a lot better. But each time you do it now, when you look for certain things on the track, you'll know when those are coming up. I don't even have to look at the map. I know exactly what's coming up as you go around each corner. So I look way ahead of me. I don't look directly in front of me. I'm looking right up as far as that road is. So I follow everything right ahead. That's what a lot of mistake of drivers these days. They look directly in front of them, not what's up ahead. When you're passing trucks, a road train, that you can't look straight ahead and just go out and take it. You have got to go backwards and forwards. Judge the distance, judge the speed to get past them. And if you don't do it correctly and there's a car coming, bye-bye. It's the same in this. You've got to judge where you can have to back off, where you can put on to glide. It's the finer arts of driving. On my L's, not on my L's, just on my driving course. Because, yeah, I went and got a driving school. Did it all the proper way in town. My brother didn't. But that's a different story. And, yeah, first bloody thing, lesson, that's changing the tyre. Because it got a flat puncture. Oh, yeah, up and change the tyre, no problem. Second lesson, he said I should be giving you an advanced driver's test. But I can't, because you're going for your piece. Non-learners. If you're on a full licence, you'd be going for your advanced. That's on my second lesson. So, all my driving lessons from now on were advanced driver's course as a learner. But he couldn't give it to me as a certificate. For the simple reason, I was only a learner, going for P's. Because he asked me, he said, you've driven before? I said, yeah. But not like this. And he asked me what my background was, and as soon as I told him, he said, yeah, that's where you've got from. So, yeah. But I never went ahead later and did the advanced driving course because I was on the mainland doing things, and yeah, to try and get it done over there. Because, yeah, we only had P plates for a year here. I showed P plates because I had a full licence, but it had a provisional bit on there. So I was on provisional until 28th of February. So, yeah, when my P plates come down in Victoria, well, they were on to me. Victoria New South Wales border because, yeah, I was crossing it over all the time because of where we worked. And, yeah, they were on to me all the time, New South Wales and Victoria. But when they pulled me up and looked at my licence, they were red-faced. Tasmanian plates and Tasmanian licence. I was a full-fledged driver on a... Yeah. Yep. I know. So, I know, and it's going to get worse. And basically, Sunday night's off. Do what it, just do what you want to do. If I go on streaming, it'll be other games. I could do a bit of money runs on here. Yeah, but no, night off. I know. And with what time it is, it's night off for you. Alright? I was going to pull it anyway. So you got a night off. Monday, night off. You got 2 nights off. Don't be sorry. But Tuesday, we must get on for Wednesday. We know the track at Spa, but we've got to have a look at what's what. Yeah. But it won't be a late night, right? Enough to get the feel of what we're going to do, because, yeah, we're going okay. You got nights. And, yeah. Sorry we didn't get time to stream that one, because I can't stream it, because I'm co-driving with him. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. And to have someone co-drive in this sort of racing, you don't get it in real. You'll get people here and there from the pits saying bits and pieces to you, but not guide you completely everywhere. Right? So yeah, what we're doing is basically rally navigating on road surfaces, on racetracks. That's why the team says that, yeah, and everyone says they have never seen a team work like we do. Because of the way I do it. And yeah, I've never done rally. Yeah, I've done it, watch the target and watch what they do and everything, because yeah, I've been officials. Yeah, you pick it up. And I've watched that much over the bloody years with the Targa pieces, and they've come out on the bits and pieces. And yeah, I go back and watch everything of it. And what they do. The co-driver does. That's how I've learnt how to do what I do. By watching. It's the first time I've ever done it. Something I learnt very young, but never ever put it into practice. Four minutes to entry. Yeah. Yeah, 4 bloody minutes. See if I can talk you through this one like I did the last one. Welcome to the stream. Just getting organised for the race. We've got about 3.5 minutes until entry. I think I got medium, so I'm not quite sure. I'll just go out and check quickly. Pretty sure I have. Already got the mediums on, I hope, but I'm just going to check, make sure I've got them on. I'm just going to chin you out, but we might have to change them over. Right? I think I've got softs on. Go to my garage and have a look. Nah, I got mediums on it. So there's mediums. Right? showing mediums on it. Going back over now. Mark on and ready to enter. One minute to entry. Well, 34 seconds. 25. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. You're going on softs first. Right. Okay. No worries. Just asking what you were doing. You don't have to worry about this because the time don't start until you go across the finish line. Start finish, right? Flagging. Well done. Yep. Yeah, no, you shouldn't have poured on there. You should just put a little bit and just glide it, right? Yeah, I know. Because you got softs on, you're going too fast on softs. First off. You get them warm before you can really put the foot down. You just gotta drive. Oh shit. Oh well, just do what you can. So take it a bit easier. You gotta do all those settings yet, that's what I said. What you used to driving. I haven't changed any of those. Alright, coming into the ring corner. what all this practice is about, right? Make sure everything's right before you go in. Now glide. That is it. You're starting to know when it's coming up at you now. Saved in time, couldn't hit the wall. That's what those strips are for, to use, to try and get you off the wall. That's why they're on an angle, to push you away from the wall, right? Coming down to that funny S. Yep. That's a tight one. Back off that now. Bit. Now to back off because it's a glide one, remember? Glide. That's it. Now you can open her out again. Ready to, that's it. Now you can keep going, keep pouring her on. Take it off every now and again so you splash seed down through here so you can get no red comes up. Well done. Back her off. Glide. Coming into the concave. Glide up through here, that's it. Glide around, glide, that's it. Well done, you had hardly any braking areas come up through there at all. You did correct speed right through. Correct speed for the corners, right? There's no red coming up. You can go a little bit quicker, and red will show, but you'll get that balance so it doesn't show. I know I don't get the balance. Yeah, I'm used to pushing it. That's it. That's it. Glide. We can pour on it a bit more, but said this is only a practice lap to get the feel of the car and what you're doing, because you changed to controller. Of 5 minutes, so yeah. Know where you are now. You're heading up towards the next concave. It's coming up here. Now remember, back up on this corner, and then you can start, get your comfort zone, then you can start. That's it, because you're coming up to straight. That's it. Well done. Beautifully done. Get to that line. Go too far over there, you're going to lose it. Don't get anywhere near that fence or the grass. That's it. Back off about now. That's it. Now you're coming up to the exit to go onto the straight. Remember. That's it. Almost to a hold up this corner. Mini glide it. Glide round. Now you can start pouring on. With your wheels straightened. Try and keep off the grass as much as you can, right? Try not to get too much of your wheel on it. But that was okay. Didn't slide out or anything. Back off to gliding corner. That's it. Gliding. Back off. They're coming up to the corners that go down to the ring. That's it. That's it. Back off. Glide. That's it. Now remember these S's, glide into them. Yep. can go a bit faster when, but yeah, you're only filling out the mud, that's it. As you go around, you'll get quicker around them, right? What you got sometimes? A little bit slow is better, so you haven't got all the red coming up and you're hitting the brakes hard. You're still done fast. Still done it fast, best, right? That's it. That's it. That hump, close up, backing off. That's it. And now to back off more, downhill glide. Yep. So how do you feel? You keep going like that, we'll be okay, right? Marshal, stop. Glide. That's it. Glide, glide, glide. That's it. That's it. Glide again. Yeah, I knew he was going to hit you. Back off. Glide, 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 glide. Don't cut past that point on that because you'll be taken back, right? If you cut past that thing that's sticking up, it will take you back. Back off. Glide. That's it. Back off. Glide, glide. That's it. Back off. Glide, 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 glide. Unlucky. Remember you're on softs. That's it. Back off. That's it. Back off up here, going into the ring. That's it. Alright. Don't worry about it. Back off. Coming to those S's. Good. Well done. Back off a bit. Back off a bit. Taking it too fast around that bit first off. Back off. Back off. Back off. Slide down. Bit. Back off, back off, back off. Back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Coming into the funny S. Back off, back off, back off, back off. That's it. That's it. We're going to be a road runner, be a fucking road runner, mate. Yeah, just go over it. Just, yeah. He's trying to put you off, right? Look what he's doing. He's trying to hold his back. And that's it. Yeah, you just hold back, let them fucking fight. Man, he's going to try and hit you, right? Back off, back off, back off. S, back off, back off. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. Unlucky. Ready to back off? Back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. Glide, glide, glide. That's it. Get off the grass. They'll spin you as quick as anything. Back off a bit. That's why he's called road runner. He likes to run people off the road. Back off. Back off a bit up here. He's coming to a break point. That's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Unlucky. Worry about them. Concave. And yeah, get someone in the concave behind you, they will try and throw you out of it, right? Watch your speed. Watch your speed. Going too fast through there. That's it. Watch the speed. That's it. Back off. Back off, back off, back off. Glide. Back off, back off. Glide. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Watch the edges. Going too fast if you're going over there. Back off, back off. Concave. Hit it too fast so it pulls you out of it. Back off. Get your corner because you're heading to the straight. Try and keep your line as much as you can up here. Don't go too close to the grass. Yeah, try and keep your line as much as you possibly can. Keep away from the right hand side too much. Even if you have to come off the line a bit, don't go too far to that right hand side. That's it. Start bringing around. Back off. Glide up. Back off, back off. Glide up. You're coming into the little letters before the straight. That's it. A little bit too fast, but yep. Okay. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Nearly dead stop corner and glide. Glide. That's it. Very right on these bits. That's it. If you hear that squeal, take off, because you know you're going to lose it, right? Because you're not fully straight. Back off, back off, back off, glide. That's it. Back off, back off. Glide. Gliding corner. There. Back off, back off, back off. That's it. A little bit too fast. Now back off completely up here because you're going into the ring. That's it. That's it. You got next corner into the ring. Now you're in the ring. Glider, that's it. Back off, back off, back off. Glide around. There. There's the S's. Take them at a reasonable speed. That's it. We'll glide around them a lot better. Now you can get going. Glide. Back up a little bit. That's it. Get you steady around here. Now you're right. Remember coming up to the hump. That's it, start backing off. We can get a good run round. That's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide downhill. That's it. Back off, back off, back off. Back off, back off. Back off, you're coming up to the hard corner. Back off, back off. That's it. That's it. Bring yourself around it. That's it. Now off you go. Back off, back off. Glide. Back off, back off. Glide. Glide, 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 that's it. Glide. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Hard hairpin. That's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide. Glide. Off we go. Then you start backing off up here. And glide, 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 glide. Heavy glide round. That's it. Now heading to that other good straight. Well, it's not actually a straight, but yeah, you know what I mean. Sweeper. Fast sweeper straight. Like always, stretch to awkward. That's it. Back off a little bit. Get your composure. That's it. Back off a little bit. That's it. Get yourself around the corner. Back off a bit. That's it. Back off, back off, back off. Glide. Glide, glide, glide. That's it. Coming up to the concave. Back off a bit. Back off, back off, back off. Too fast. Back off. That's it. Back off. Slide. Go on the right speed around that. Back off. Coming up to this bit here. Back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Back off, back off, back off. Back off. Coming to a concave. Back off, back off. Coming to the corner to the straight so you can get your groove. Coming around here. That's it. That's it. On the straight. Remember, don't go too far over to your right. Try and stay dead centre. Don't worry about too much of the line, as long as the line's on your right tyre. Don't go any further over, right? That's it. Come back over a bit. That's it. Back over a little bit. That's it. Back off now. Coming to the corners to the straight. Bit. Well done. Now, make sure you got your mediums on. Make sure you got your mediums on. Well done. But you sure you mistake with those other bits where you went funny? You're going too fast. Alright? Just slow down in those little bits. Seventh. I know, but yeah, you're pushing in those areas where you can't push. Go the reasonable speed and you'll get through them a little quicker and you won't lose time, right? It might feel you're losing time when we're going a little bit slower, but you're not mucking up or going off the track, hitting the wall or anything like that. So you're not losing time at all. You go off and spin around, you're losing time. Yep. Yep. Restart it. I know, because I'm about to restart it, right? So I was looking at the times. Right, the invite's there. 3 minutes 57. Because yeah, 12's still running and that's still running. You're not too slow. Qualified 8th. Moved down to 8th. It's alright. You qualified 11th. See, I'm going straight to bed after this too. I'll just probably do me logging on Fortnite, do a bit of quick create, and then off to bed. I'm not getting up until late. I'll do a few things around here, so I won't be online till late. Later in the day. If I was today. Now I want you straight to bed. As soon as you get home, straight back to bed for a rest. Shower, rest. A few more hours left. Right? Match your orders. If I find out you haven't done any different, watch out. I got a new shovel, and it's full metal, no wooden handle, and I'm waiting to find the first person to slap round the effing head with. Like I do on Destiny. Shoom! I love that emote on Destiny. Shoving a shovel around their head, it's great. He's got a few still running. I'm minute 16. And you're in. See what I mean by doing the practice while it's all done, not getting kicked as much? Well, that's what you started off with before, wasn't it? Or what? Right? And then lap 4's about to start. Go in and change over to the softs. If we work that tactic again, hopefully it will work, right? You didn't open up another Red Bull. Good. Or did ya? You did. That laugh. Alright. We're going to use the same tactics. So yes, I'm going to advise to start on softs. Yeah, I know, they will. But I want to stick to what we did last time, right? We got reasonable last time. Well, it worked. Well, it worked last time. If not, we just pull in a bit earlier and change, right? You pull in after lap 2. Lap 2 ends. And we change then, right? If need be. Between 2 and 3. All depends what's going on. remember the race don't start until after the light. You can do that, but yeah, they all do it anyway. They just do it. But I do like that car with the yellow lights on your race. That was bloody nice. They should have blue lights in that one. Beautiful. She's beautiful. Yep. Nope. That's how Renegade starts. Listen to that one. I picked number 4 because that was the number I used to race under on motocross. Remember this one's just about hard stop. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide. Yep. We went past that thing. Don't go past that thing. It'll take you back. Like it did then. So I told you that one, we cannot cut. Back off, back off. See it, glide. Till you get the feel of it. Till your tyres warm a bit. I know you've lost position, but don't worry about it, alright? No use worrying about it, you've run your race. On our race, not theirs. Back off, glide, 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 glide. That's it. Back off. Right, go over. Alright. Can't get up, you can't get up. Don't push the car too hard too soon. Back off! Back off! They're gonna fuck up. Back off, going into the ring. They'll fuck up. Going into the ring. Wait for them to do a move like you did before and just go through. Sit back and watch what they're doing and then take advantage if you can. They're gonna fuck up. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Glide, 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 glide. That's it. Back off. That's it. Back off a bit. Back off. What? Yeah. There's 2 more down. You're 9th. Don't worry about anyone else now. Just run your race. Coming to the hill. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Right. Back off and glide. Downhill glide. There's one right on your ass. He's going to try and push you out. Back off a bit. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Back off. Back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. Coming into that funny S. Back off, back off, back off, back off. That's it. He was waiting for you to go wide there and you did. That's what he was waiting for. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. Wait for him to fuck up now. If he doesn't get too far up. Ah. Back off, back off, back off. Not too fast through there. That's it. Can't chase him, don't worry about it. Do what we can. I'll make up some in other areas, right? Back off, coming into this. Yep. Back off, back off, back off, back off and glide. That's it. Back off, back off, back off. That's it. Yeah, ready to back off up here. Back off, back off, back off and glide, glide, glide. There. Back off a bit coming up through here. That's it, so when you get up to this other bit, you'll be able to take it better. Back off a little bit. That's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. That's it. Coming up to the concave. Alright, back off a bit. That's it. Back off a bit. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. That's it. Back off. That's it. That's it. Back off. Glide. That's it. Back off, back off, back off. Glide. Back off, back off, back off. Back off, back off. Glide, 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 glide. You're going shunted for you to make a mistake. Back off, glide, glide, glide. Back off, glide, 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 glide. Back off a bit if you have to, that's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off. That's it. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Too fast. And back off up on this corner because you're coming into the straight to get yourself even queue. Coming around this corner and glide. That's it, even keel, even keel, even keel. Even keel, that's it. Up straight, don't go too far to your right or too far to your left. So sit up here, keep the line to your right side of your tyre, to your right. Move over, go to the left, that's it. Over. Getting too close to that wall, that's it. Keep it to your right. That's it. Back her off. Oh, yelled that, yeah, sorry. That's it, back her up, that's it. Coming into the exit before the straight. That's it. Start backing her off. Glide, don't cut, glide. That's it. Just keep gliding. Just go, we'll glide her around. That's it, now go. Back her off and glide. Another glide. That's it. Coming down to another right hand glide. Back her off and glide. That's it. Back her up and glide. Back her up, glide man, that's it, glide. Back her off about now, and glide. You're coming up to go onto the ring. Back her off, coming into the ring. That's it. Back her off. You're into the ring. Don't worry about it, just keep concentrating in front of you. Back off. Glide. Here's the yeses, so glide round them, remember? Glide. That's it. Glide. Downhill glide a bit. Tires are working well. Don't worry about them. Let them do their race and fuck up. We're doing ours. Coming to the hump. That's it. Glide, downhill glide. Brake. Sorry, glide. Right, glide. Back off. Funny S's. That's it. Back off and glide. Didn't back off enough, so yeah, put that little bit of distance there. Don't worry about them. He's going distant. He's trying to go flat out to catch them now, right? Just run your race, don't worry about him. That's it. He'll end up fucking up again shortly. Coming down to the S. Hard corner. Hopefully he'll fuck up down here somewhere. Back off, back off, back off, and glide, glide, glide. That's it. That's it. Well recovered. Try and get off that because it will hold you back. You ready to back off and glide. Back off, back off, back off and glide. That's it. Hopefully they'll fuck up somewhere. He's got softs on, yeah, he's going to start moving around everywhere. Back off, back off, back off, and glide, 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 glide. That's it. Concave. About nearly through then. Ready to back off up through here a bit. That's it. Back off so you can take the corner. That's it. Back off, back off, back off. Back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. That's it. Back off. Glide down. That's it. Ready, back off, back off, back off. Glide around. That's it. Back off a bit. Don't try and pour it on as soon as you come out because your tyres weren't straight. Back her off. That's it. If you want to go and change to softs on this one, it's up to you, right? Do you feel better on them? Too fast, too fast. That's it. You didn't brake, you just let the car wreck its side. So, brake. Oh, sorry. Back off. Yeah, You're pouring it on before you were straight again. Okay? I think you better go in after this, on this one, and change over. Back off, that's it, glide. Coming to the straight. Right, do you want to go in and change over? So you got 3 on the soft. Try and catch up. Up to you. Communicate with me. you're going to do the 3. Okay? Back her off. You're going to do the same tactics, back her off. You're going to do the same tactics we did last time. Go in next lap. So just watch your tyres and watch your speed on certain ones, right? The tyres are still reasonable. Ready to back off? Doing a dead stop. Back. That's it. Go slowly. That's it. That's it. Off you go. That's about the slowest part, right? There's 12's gone into the pit. Already gone in. Alright? But there's a lot behind you. 12. Back up. And that's it. Did a 9:34 on the last one, 9:33 on the other one. Don't worry about your time. All we want to do is finish the race, alright? That's it. Now backing her off to go around this one. That's it. Sweeper. Stay away, rain clouds. We've got 2 more laps. Stay away. Like you did in the last race. Start backing off. That's it. Now back off completely up here because you're going into the ring. That's it. Now you're in the ring. Now watch your speed through here. Remember, we lost time before. Back her off, back her off. Back her off. Glide. That's it. Now glide through here on the S's. Back her off, back her off. That's it. Glide round this corner. Downhill sort of glide as you come around. That's it. Don't worry about down there. You'll get laps. Alright? Go and look at those sort of things. Coming to the hump. Ready to start backing her off so you can glide round. That's it. Now, backing her off and glide round. Downhill glide. Bit. Back her off a little bit. You have to, because you're coming up to this bit. Back her off, back her off. That's it. Now really back her off and glide. Coming up to the funny S. Back her off, back her off. Back her off, that's it. Back her off and glide. Back her off a bit, and glide. Watch your speed down here. That's it. Coming to the S, tight S, little corner. That's it. Start backing her off and glide. That's it. Get ready up round here to back her off and glide around to get onto the other bit of this road. Glide, glide. That's it. Back her up here, that's it. Saying keep a continual flow around here. That's it. Ready to start backing her off here and glide. That's it. Back her off, you're coming into the concave. There. Backing her off a bit, coming up to these esters. 2 feet, fast. Bit. Well. Well, do your speeds, so you're not going off the track and hitting if you're going to do another lap. Not the call I've made, right? It only gives you 1 lap on softs. Alright? Your race went perfectly the way we did it. I don't see why we should have to change it. Doesn't matter. Do what you want. Nine's pitted. Back her off. remember you got softs on, take this corner easy. Glide around it. Until they get warm. Yep. You're pouring on as you come out of that first corner. You don't. You got to glide into the second corner. Get your tyres warm before you start spurting it. Got a penalty then. Me a penalty and you get none. Take notice. You're starting to lose your head. Going your own way. I don't care what position you get, but just take notice. You got ninth. So, this brings you up a couple more points closer to me. Need be. Do everything how we did it before. Shortly you'll be able to start manoeuvring a bit more. Coming into the ring. Okay. Took notice of every detail last time, so I start taking notice. Watch your speed through here. Remember? Oh, just shut up. Okay. I know you're tired. You're hot. I know all this. No, I know you're not. But you're losing concentration. So I said I don't care what position you give it, just take notice, right? Try not to get any more penalties. You did a clean run. So no, you've been doing clean runs. I'm getting penalties. That's why you're one league ahead of me. Alright? I know you're an S. You've done clean runs. Done clean race and won one. Alright? I want you doing it a bit cleaner. I know. I object. So yeah. That's why. You can do a clean race online, you can do clean races here. Alright? That's what I'm trying to teach you. Clean. You can do it on yours, you can do it on this. I know. I know the controller's a bit more difficult. But you did your race clean. No penalty. Good concentration as well. Right? Concentration. Coming up to this S. That's it. Better run around at that time. As I said, there's a few areas you've got to go slower in. But you make it up in other areas. Alright? It's alright. It's the way of this track. A few areas you've got to go a bit slower, you can't push it through. And that's where you were pushing. Through the slower areas where you can't push, and that's why you're going off, right? That's it. I'm only trying to pick you up where you're making your mistakes. Where you're pushing too much on the slower bits, because yes, you've mastered the ring. You can do it. Back off, coming into that hard S. That doesn't help. Yeah, I got a photograph memory. I don't even have to look up at the maps. Know exactly which corner and where you're going to go next. It's mapped out in my head. That's it. Back. Well done. So then you don't go over into that wall. You get a better glide up through here. So that's another slower area. Now remember up here as you come around, you've got to slow down and glide till you get to the other piece of this road. Tuck in and glide, that's it. I know you're having trouble with sweat and everything. You're expiring, I know that. Trying not to push you too hard. Yeah, it's been a long night. That's why I said you complete rest tomorrow and Monday. Nothing until Tuesday. That's it. We got an even speed, so it shouldn't come up red. That's it. You're right. Are you okay? I don't want you having... Slow down. Just take it easy. Don't push yourself because I can hear what's going on, right? Coming up to concave. Don't try and get up any further, right? 11 I'll be happy with, okay? Don't worry about it. And then a long hard wait to your race because of the first smuggle up. Then your race. Now this one. I'm not that much of a dragon yet. I'm trying to listen to you and see where you are as well. That's it. Try and hold your own. I'm not going you about what's happening in the race, right? Because of what's happening in real and everything. But try and stick in as much as you can so we don't get these penalties. Back off. Try and do as clean as we can so we don't get the penalties. That's it. And to the track speed. Because that's basically what it was. It was over track speed. Certain areas. Yeah, that's right. Because you were going too fast. And yeah. Right. Remember when you're coming out of the grass, don't put your foot down. Let it glide out as soon as you're on the tarmac then. Okay? That's it. So if you try and pour it on and you're still on the grass, you're just going to lose it. Make sure all wheels are on the tarmac and fairly straight before you take off again. That's it. Do you have any ice towels wet towels put in your freezer to put around your neck? Yep. Yep. Get a few of them. Hand towels or... Yep. Yeah, so you took the concave too fast and threw you out, right? Now, before you go to red, you get a couple more wet and put them in there. You get them around your neck, yep. Here's the penalty place, so we'll force to do it. We're not going to catch 10, yep. Don't worry about it. I think others pulled out. Not every race can go the same. Trying to run it the same, but no, it's alright. Don't matter, right? I know it's a lot harder on the control. That's why I'm trying to tell you to back off more because you're on control on that, not wheel. Alright? That's all. Okay. Right. Now start, get ready to start backing off. That's it. Glide. Don't cut into that pole. That's the big one. Right? That's better run. That's it. Just run your race, don't worry about anything else. Because I wanted you to get yours over first, so you got a good position, and you did. Right? That's the reason I did it. I didn't expect you to top in this one. I sacrificed mine for you, right? Sacrificed my race in position for you to get a good position in yours to get you up. Now you know why I did it. Right? And that's what a team does. One will sacrifice one race so the other one can get up. What was happening in that movie we watched? He was sacrificing all his race for the other one to get up, wasn't he? Until the end. So that's what I just did for you. They can tell the team. Well, the team will be hearing my side of it. By Dad coming into the ring. Don't be sorry. Well, even on round one, right? Anyway, I've had 2 reasonable races. Back off, back off, back off. Glide, glide, glide. I wanted to give you a good position race. And you did, because you're a fresher, right? And you know I probably could have done this. Yeah. I know. But you know I could have done it. I could have done it this afternoon, but I didn't. I waited. No? No, that wasn't our plan, was it? As I said, I wanted to sacrifice this race on my positioning for you to do yours first. And it worked. Exactly what I wanted has happened, right? You might not feel you've let me down, you haven't got a good result. But no. This is the result I wanted, for you to be higher than me in this race. You know I master the ring. And no, tonight was your glory. Back off. Back off, back off. Back off, back off, coming into that S. That's it. The worst part's over. I'm tense. Alright. You'll come up and I'll drop. Right? That's what sacrifice is. Sacrifice my rankings in that way. Huh? If anyone had a big head, they wouldn't sacrifice anything. Coming into that S. But that's why I'm a fair person. Right? I'm not the bitch a lot of people think I really am. Now you've seen what I'm doing to the team. You're the one putting hard work into this account, right? And we're doing all the testing training on this account, basically. And you're on yours on your own. That's why I said there was a surprise coming up for you. This was part of it. Right? And that's sportsmanship. I'm not pissed off. Yeah. Yeah. Should be okay. I know. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the time. Let's do it, right? But don't push your limits. Coming up to Conco? If I get a DQ, I get a DQ. Stiff shit. Training you on the ring. That's what sacrifice is. Don't want to get a DQ, but if I get a DQ, stiff shit. I can't see how she'll be disqualified because others won't. Shouldn't get that. But whatever happens, happens. But I don't think there should be any disqualification, especially if there's people first trying this out and stuff like that. They're not going to be up to the front runners, right? And they've got to have that into consideration. If they're going to disqualify people all the time for this, where are they going to get their races from? People aren't going to do it. They'll just go back and do the solo bits where they know they can win. They know they won't get disqualified, right? Where's the sportsmanship in the game? They're going to do that sort of shit. That's how I look at it. Not true racing. How did that person years ago just finish last in every race and still won? He didn't get disqualified, did he? Said they can't disqualify us. And yeah, I'd be putting up something if they did. So we run a hard race as well. Just because all the others pulled out and shit like that. They had been still in here, yeah. Right, know we're coming into the pits, into the straight now, right? And nearly over. Now bring her home. Right, they're still, the others didn't finish. We got ninth. Still got ninth. Now, you're panicking, weren't you? Share play 5 minutes. You were panicking, weren't you? Yeah, because you started to lose it in the last 2 laps. Huh? Now you know I jumped on you. You're thinking of me. You think of the race. Don't worry about me. You think of that track and that race. That's what you're doing. You don't worry about people's feelings. You just drive. Right? Well, go through the paces. Got 5 minutes. And then you're off to bed. So how do you feel now? We got man nights. After you panicked. Well done. Still in the top 10. Ah, give yourself a pat on the back. That's me riding you. You got it perfect in your race. No penalties, nothing. No. I'm pleased because now you can say you're the king of the ring. Finally. After how many years? 13 years. Well, this year was a lucky year for you because you had the right bloody coach. No worries. I might sound hard and a bitch at times, but this is the reason why. Alright? And just explain to people I'm not going yet. It's my voice as well. And yeah, I talk a certain way to you to get you back on track. And yeah, people probably think I'm a bitch. No, I'm not. To get you back on track, I know what to do. Alright? Go and check the tickets. I know there's something there. Alright, still bad. Not bad. Ninth. Alright? Still top 10. Mm. Oh, another disco. Oh. 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 I see the one we're driving now, this one. Oh. She's sweet. I got 4 in this nose. 3 of the other one. And 1 of this. Yeah, so the game can chuck me some more engines. More engines for the Nismo, please. Oh, that's nice, that one. It does look nice. Go and have a look at it, put her on, have a look at it. Do you want me to do share play again so you can have a look? 1 minute. Hang on. But you can have a look. For a couple of minutes, and then you're off. I'll kick you if need be. You know that. I'll kick you out of share play, you know that. If I get really pissed off you, I'll kick you out. Yeah. Alright, there you go, so you can have a look. Oh, I'm nearly up to level 53. Getting that. Now I've got 3 of that colour, but the other 2 is the original colour. Did you put her on? You didn't put her on. No, okay, keep going down. Be a lower. There's the other two newspapers. There it is up the end. On the same row. Up 2 rows. Up 2 rows. There's it. And along the other end. Oh, she's nice. So there's the other ones. So I've got two like that, and then the other one, I've got 3 of those newspapers. There's another one. See, one of those newspapers has got a checkered flag on it. What's a checkered flag? Green checkered flag on it. Yeah. And then there's one of them. The one we're driving hasn't got it. See? First one, 731. Go up one. That's got a checkered flag on it. What does that mean? That one's got a checkered flag on it, but the other two haven't. No identical car. It's got a checkered flag on it, so I don't know what it means. So, and the Nismo we're using, it's the same car, what we used tonight, but we changed the colour on it, hasn't got the checkered flag on it. Down one, there it is. See, one over. No, it's all the same car. Why's that got that on it? Was it that one I sold to the used car and it's come up like that? I don't know. Yeah. Listen. Listen, there it is. Listen. Just because I put one in used car. See, it's got that same symbol as the track. As the tracks. See, it's got the same symbol as the World Circuit tracks, but it's green. What is it? Don't know. It's the first time I've seen it. Never saw it before. The event directory, it's got the same thing on it. It's got the checkered flag. Where? Is that what it is? There's one up there that's 100% done. There's a couple there. That's trucks, yeah. There's a couple there 100%. The FF challenge is done. Yeah. It's because there's some we haven't done on these yet. Because we've been concentrating on the race. So, I don't know what it means. Wonder if John does. What? Did what? Yeah. Yeah. Why have I got it on the others? Because I've done it on the others. There's two there. I've done one I haven't on that one. So yeah. 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 Hmm. I can't remember what ones I used. Now. Can't remember. As I mean, that's why when I go into certain races now, I can't remember what cars I used. So I'm using the ones that, yeah, I basically use a lot now. Because I can't remember what I originally used in those races. But yeah, on the money climb, don't care, you use whatever race you can. Saw it the other day and I meant to ask you, but we were too busy doing other things, but yeah. Has any of your cars got that on it? Oh, they'll end the stream, so yeah. Sort of got me wondering what it is.